Back on the show now, joining us, Charles Spiller is the retired assistant U.S. attorney. He is the best-selling author of Confessions of an Undercover Agent, Adventures, Close Calls, and the Toll of a Double Life. He's speaking at Rotary tomorrow. Charles, welcome. They'll be making a movie about you before we know it.
I just hope it's not a comedy, but who knows? Who knows, Mark?
Welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm looking forward to the Rotary tomorrow. I understand this is one of the biggest clubs in Louisiana,
right,
and one of the oldest clubs in the nation.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, indeed. We're so intrigued to learn about you. Tell us, please.
Well, I appreciate you having me. The book is about 10 years that I worked undercover, and I wrote it because of the experiences. I realized that not many people who had ever worked undercover had worked that long, or had the experiences I had. You know, from infiltrating stolen car rings, infiltrating safecracker and burglary rings, dealing with large-scale mafia and Mexican smuggling operations. So to me, the book's not about me, it's about interesting experiences, and that's why I wrote the book.
And the double life?
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, yes.
Yes, so when you're talking to me, you never know if you're talking to Charlie, Mike, Rick, John, or whatever name I was using at the time, and I would have to keep up with those different roles.
You you're going to touch on the toll it takes.
Oh, yes.
Being an undercover agent.
Yeah. It, especially, I was married at the time. Well, I'm still married now. And my son was 1 when I started, and he was 11 when I did my last case in Houston, Texas, when smugglers delivered 3,000 pounds of dope to me there. So, you know, quite a long time. And tomorrow I'll talk some, including being down in Baton Rouge with a safe cracker with a gun in my side in a bar. And I thought, he certainly won't shoot me in a bar. And then he cocked it, and it was a revolver, and I thought, well, maybe he won't shoot me. And then I looked at his eyes, and they glazed over, and I thought, I hope he won't shoot me. When we finally resolved it, he uncocked it. But when he did, you uncock a revolver by pulling the trigger and holding the hammer with your thumb and letting the hammer down slowly. And if your thumb slips, the gun goes off. And he uncocked it with it still in my side, and I froze, and I thought, oh, don't sneeze, don't slip, don't slip. So anyway, I'll talk about that tomorrow.
And all of those close calls, I'm sure, will be part of the book, huh?
Yeah. That's why the book is subtitled Adventures, Close Calls.
Well, when did you realize that this is a lifestyle you wanted?
Well, I think like any young person, you're drawn to excitement and adventure. And I'd just gotten out of the Marines.
Right.
Okay.
And I'd fought in Vietnam as a Marine squad leader. And so when I got back and, you know, I was missing that excitement. So when the head of intelligence asked me to work undercover, I had no idea what that was, but it sounded exciting. Yes, sign me up. Well, I didn't realize, and I don't think he did either, it was the start of 10 years of undercover.
Yeah.
Which I'm just happy to be here to be able to talk about it.
Good point. And served some time in Iraq also, right?
Oh, yes. As an attorney with the Department of Justice, I advised the court that tried Saddam and Chemical Ali. Right. And then I went back for my third tour as the Department of Justice attaché for Iraq, working on a program to disrupt al-Qaeda financing. So, I've had some interesting experiences. I've just been lucky and I've been blessed.
Well, that's just key.
And you'll be speaking at Rotary again tomorrow.
Right.
And I believe it starts around noontime.
Right, and I'm looking forward to that. Cindy said she would be there, and I told her she could just announce to everybody. She's heard this already. She doesn't have to.
I'm sure you have a lot more fascinating stories to share. I can hardly wait.
He'll save a little bit for Rotary tomorrow, I'm sure.
I'm sure he will.
Right. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you
Love having you. Thanks for dropping by, Charles.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And back to school bingo. We'll tell you all about that in just a few minutes. Stay right here.